And hello everyone, Ellington here, and as you know already, we are back with another epic replay. This is another replay from the Dragon Corps, so everybody in this replay is part of the Discord. Don't forget, if you're interested in joining that, the link is down in the description, as well as a couple other things like my Patreon, and actually a new Amazon wishlist thing that I thought might be a fun idea. So check all that stuff down, or check it out down. I don't know what that means. But anyways, back to the battle. For the defenders, we have got ourselves Boei, being commanded by Grey Wolf, Carthage being commanded by Mexi, and RDI being commanded by Pozgwen. Funnily enough, all three of those are actually Patreon members. So for the attackers, we have got Seleucid being commanded by Rookie Guy. We've got ourselves Arverni being commanded by Fox's Bat. And finally, Egypt being commanded by Bloodlust. But you can see we kind of skipped a little bit of some artillery exchange type stuff. You can see Egypt has lost one of his artillery, but everybody else is pretty healthy. And of course we started the intro with the Illyrian Raiders over here fighting the Levy Freemen. Pozgwen, as RDI also had another Illyrian Raider out here. I think he was expecting that Arverni might try to guerrilla deploy his archers to take out artilleries, and so you put that raider out there just in case to catch them. You can see there the attackers are just kind of coming up and dealing with these raiders, get them out of the way. Seleucid is already at the walls, or well, I mean, close to the walls. But I think he should probably slow down a little bit. Egypt and Arverni aren't even pushing their towers up yet. So if Seleucid comes in here and lands right now, he's going to be in for a rough day.
Be on guard.
Now, from what I understand of this replay, from what I understand, it is a pretty intense one. Hellenic Cataphract's coming over here to help eliminate the Illyrian Raiders. 107 kills on the Illyrian Raiders, mostly on those Levy Freemen, of course. Cataphracts came in and just gave them a very bad day. I'm going to clip in the charge, because I didn't catch the rear charge. I'm going to clip that in right here, so that you guys can see it. But yeah, man, so those Illyrian Raiders are they're gone. They just had a very rough day. Now the Galatian swords and then I think another Levy Freeman are out here eliminating this other raider. You can see that Egypt well, I thought he was moving the towers, maybe not. He does have troops on these towers ready to push, but they are not pushing quite yet, it doesn't look. Got a bunch of carrying axemen, thorax swords, generals, the Ptolemaic cavalry. Now Carthage back here actually has 2 units of cavalry back here. He's got a mercenary Iberian cav and then his noble cavalry general. Now the Iberian cav were very briefly spotted. So let's see, does Egypt do anything about it? Because if he does something, it means he caught it. If he doesn't do anything, he didn't see it. The Illyrian Raider's not gone yet. 90 kills on it, 46 men left. Hellenic Cataphract, I think, just looped around to clear the rest of the forest. Seleucid being smart, he is waiting. You know, he got up to the walls, but he is not rushing in. He's lost some troops while sitting here, though. Look at this. He's lost about 38 men out of that one. 34 men out of that one. Couple out of that. Yeah, man, like these two got hit really hard. Uh-oh. So that's why. So you got a noble horse from Arverni over here. They're going to need the Carthaginian general here. Now the question is going to be, did Arverni see this? Yes, he did. But I'm not sure that he's seen the general yet. Got a nice jabby volley from the Iberian sword. Now the noble cav from Carthage is going to come in and hit him from behind. Now the noble cav general was hidden, so I don't think Arverni knows that it is there. So Arverni, I think, just saw it. Now the noble horse should get the better out of the engagement right off the bat, but long term the noble horse is probably going to win this. And look how many he lost on the charge. I think Carthage was maybe just a little bit late with that noble cav. Just in the way that his Iberian cavalry was pretty much already out of the fight by the time that his noble cav general got into it. So Gallic hunters have all moved forward. Now this is the map of Bertigala. I don't think I said that. I always talk about this as typically the primary corner that people attack. Sometimes with an attack kind of coming this way. But you don't very often see attackers come from this angle or this angle. Seleucid going on, and I think this is, you can see why you don't typically go onto this spot, and that is because this, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Javelins, slingers, archers, whatever you want to set up. All the defenders have to do is set up kind of like this. You know, because you have this little rock, so you can't land anything over here, so the defenders can basically just set up like that, and then set up other troops behind it to shred you to pieces. But here comes Arverni. Seleucid is putting stuff up on this corner. And then you got Boii kind of coming out and doing some, like, he's got stuff coming out here. He's got a unit set up there. Now Carthage, I think, is just getting the hell out of there. I don't think he lost his general. You got very heavy melee cav versus very heavy shock cav. Like when it comes to speed. I feel a need for speed. Noble horse, 99 kills. The defenders, I guess, are just going to kind of give up the corner. They're kind of holding here and kind of like that. The force that came over here from Seleucid is dead. So that means now the defenders can fully focus in this direction here. I personally tend to like, you know, kind of smothering the defenders back onto the walls. But on this particular corner, that is a really hard thing to do. The defenders or the attackers are able to get really good angles from either side to shoot you in the back. So most people kind of just vouch for or go for just not defending it.
Move it! Move it!
And we got Libyan infantry going up against a Galatian sword. And then we've got another Galatian sword backing it up. Getting some really nice javelin shots, actually. Now, did Carthage lose its general? Okay, so, I mean, the general unit made it back. And I think the general is still alive, which is good. That would be a pretty big loss for the defenders. Got Illyrian Noble Hoplite holding the small gap to the gate here. That Thorax sword, I'm be honest, has no chance of getting through there. I think that's going to be my next merch is going to be a shirt that says, I'm going to be honest, or I'm going to be totally straight with you here. I say that shit all the time. Ooh, already coming in. Arverni's 30 kills. And the Egypt just has no kills, so I don't think he's been firing. Arverni is pretty much fully onto the walls now. Which the nice thing about that is means he's going to be able to kind of fully support his attack here. You know, when they have room to deploy their units onto the wall, that means that they have the ability to fully support their push. A lot of Javies, Sword Followers, and Levy Freeman. Oh, right over the heads of the Chosen Swords. Got a nice shot into the Sword Followers. Now Sword Followers are going to go in. No trade out. They left Levy Freeman in. Same thing over here. Levy Freeman staying in. Sword Followers going to charge. There we go. They on this side, he changed it. Now, Arverni, I think, has some ways through here. Bowie is probably going to need to take this unit and fill that gap. One unit is not enough to cover this gap, guys. That's not enough. I personally would say that you probably would want to have 2 units here, too. Galatian Sword going to sneak around the Levy Freeman, sneak around the Sword Follower, hit the Levy Freeman, sorry. So once again, Bowie is probably going to need to take a Sword Follower over there. RDI coming out with Illyrian Thorough Spears, attacking some Royal Peltas outside the gate. Like the Royal Peltas are going to eat right through that. Royal Peltas already 72 kills. All right, now Seleucid's got stuff up. He's got 2 Thorax, a Thorough Spear, and some other stuff up on the walls. More and more Arverni troops moving in. And now here comes the Egyptians. Royal Peltis, you got Thorax Sword, got a Galatian Royal Guard. 2 Galatian Royal Guards and 2 Royal Peltis. That's a mean army. What are these archers shooting at? Galatia, or the Gallic Hunters shooting at the Sword Followers over here. Doing some pretty good damage. Sword Followers, 115 men left. Where did that... There it is. Royal Peltas, 120 kills. 148 men left in it. But I think Seleucid's just going to ignore this little pest. The little kind of RDI pesty. I think he's just going to ignore it and put his stuff onto the towers. Which I'm of the opinion when it comes to things like that, that's your best option, is just focus on your attack, you know. Obviously, put things to guard against it, like, you know, a few units and keep your eyes out, but in the end, prioritize the attack. Think about it this way, if they're outside, that means they're not inside. Carthage actually giving some stuff up here. He's got a Samnite Warrior running away from a Thorax Sword. Now I think he turned around in the gap and he's just gonna hold the gap. But some of his other stuff is kind of stuck in combat, and honestly, 81 men and 43 men, probably not really that, like, huge to keep them, you know what I mean? And then you got Bowie falling back to this spot. But Bowie continues to put up a fight for this gap here between the houses. Even got a Illyrian Noble Hoplite over here as well. Some nice Javies coming in from Thorough Spears. Those Illyrian Noble Hoplites, 122 kills. I mean, like, they've got a big clump of troops here in this spot. I'm not 100% sure that it's necessary. Well, I guess it is two attacking units, 2 defending units. Then over here, I think that the attackers are kind of just wasting troops into this spot. I really don't think it's doing them any favors. I think maybe if their archers could come over here and shoot the backs, possibly. They would need to eliminate the Illyrian Thorough Spear first, and then they would just need to keep an eye out for any sort of counters. You know, put something in front of the gate to stop things from coming out or something. Then they got a Illyrian Thorough Spear coming up behind the line here. Probably going to shoot into the thorax here. Egypt really just at this point getting his stuff onto the walls. He basically has his foothold. The defense has basically just turned into this here. I doubt that we will see anybody come over here. This cliffside makes that a really, really tough place to go to. Really, the only way you can is if you have the archer priority, or superiority, which, I mean, Egypt can get it. So if Egypt can get rid of the Celtic bows and stuff on top of the cliffs, that will allow him to attack 2 places rather than just the one. Now, the attackers, if they are able to push through this, that is going to make this pretty much untenable. It will allow the attackers to get around the back. That then opens up this whole other front of attack for them. They have the ability to go down here, and if they're feeling good, they can come down this way as well. So there are multiple positions to run through on this map. Sword followers behind the line, I think, are throwing at the units in the line, which isn't really doing a whole lot. Nice archer shots, though, from Carthage's Cretans. Get ourselves a screenshot. Nice, though, that they do have another sword follower to throw in when needed. On this spot, you can see that RDI is kind of taking more priority on this front here. I think mostly because Boei's, most of his units are concentrated in other places, or, to be frank with you, Boei's lost quite a bit of troops so far. There we go. Illyrian Noble Hoplites back into the breach. Thorough Spears throwing at the other units. But you can see the archers starting to move up, and I think probably starting to get up onto the tower or onto the city now. Gallic Hunters definitely are, but the Egyptians are running over this direction. Egypt out of ammo on his artillery already. 71 kills on it. Galatian Royal Guard up on the city wall now. Royal Peltis on it now as well. Now you got a Thorough Spear from Seleucid coming over here. I think probably going to get some good Javi shots. Probably going to duke it out with the Illyrian Thorough Spear. Although with 20 kills, he could be out of ammo. Alright, so the first 2 units here from Boei are gone, leaving this brand new one sitting behind it. 14 kills, but has been throwing javies for a little bit while now, so he's probably out of javelins. Thorough Spear from Seleucid, once again, also probably out of javelins, so probably not going to do too much other than just charging into combat. Another Thorough Spear, but I bet you this one's got javelins. That is not going to be fun for the defenders here. The Thorough Spear is going to throw right at these sword followers, and it's going to be very, very painful. Let's see if we can see some good javelin volleys. Come on, throw it.
Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it.
All right, I guess they're not going to throw. Watch, I'm going to move and they're going to throw. Egypt isn't even pushing yet. He's got his thorax forwards up. He could be waiting for his archers to fully get up so that he can push more confidently here. That would be my suspicion. Seleucid doesn't look like he's got much more to throw at these breaches here. Although Arverni is making some progress, he's actually forced his way through that tiny little gap there, and really the only thing that's there is an Illyrian Thurospear. So if they can get something there immediately, that could be pretty good for them. You can see a Seleucid Thurospear moving up. Maybe put it right here and go square formation. Got a Javi toss into the Celtics. But this Illyrian Thurospear is going to throw right into him. Watch. See the gallery. Oh, not fun. Not fun at all. Yep, see, he went square formation.
Get your shields up!
Now the sword follower going into shield wall. Gonna improve a little bit here, mostly just melee defense, but it gives him a little better armor. So that could help him, or that should help him, you know, weather this storm of javelins a little better. I think Egypt's trying to set up to use his javelins as much as he can. Now standing in the breach, we've got a Samnite warrior and an Iberian sword. Oh yeah, he's got units all over the place. Like, he had units over here, over here, over here. He's got his units over here. It's all over. Pretty sure the attackers have a lot of ammo left. Did Carthage bring any pikes, I wonder? Looks like there's one at least. Looks like he's got 2 African pikes, which are pretty solid. So the attackers are definitely going to need that ammunition to get through those. Archers firing. What are we shooting at, archers? Ooh, artillery coming in the back here. Okay, the archers were shooting over here at the Balearics. Because I think the Balearics were setting up and getting shots off of the hill here. Attackers continue to push this way. RDI continues to throw things in to stop them. Mostly Illyrian Thurospears over this way, but now you also got some Noble Hoplites. You already have a Noble Hoplite here. 211 kills already.
Fire at anyone!
Pretty sure these Celtic slingers are getting good shots too. But they're going to get the hell out of there.
Take aim!
Syrians were taking some pot shots. Saw a command order, I think. Okay, so RDI is sending more Illyrian Thurospears over to that gate side. Not much of a push going yet. They've got troops coming this direction. Really, the only thing up here is the Celtics, so Celtic slingers. So they might be all right to be able to push that. You know what I mean? Thorax sword moving up, throwing javelins at the Samnite warriors.
Send them screaming to the afterlife!
Oh, come and have a go, you bastard!
It's not a bad idea. That armor piercing of the javelin should help with the armor of the Samnites. Carrying Axemen went in against the Galatian swords. I'm kind of surprised they're not sending in a slightly better unit in here. You know, a Royal Peltis might do a little better than throwing a bunch of cheap stuff. And from what I see, I really don't see anything to stop them from doing that. So I believe RDI has... Okay, so this is a new Noble Hoplite. So now the attackers have another Noble Hoplite to go through. It's so much fun to grind through things like Noble Hoplites, guys. Chosen Swords are getting a lot of kills. A Look at Lyra Noble Hoplite. This is the one that was over here. Oops, sorry guys. So this small Noble Hoplite is the one that was over here in this gap previously, but they switched out for a healthier one and they put the weaker one over here. But you can see 250 kills. Oh, our Vernie. Oh, this is going to be a bad day for you, buddy. Oathsworn fighting the Noble Hoplites now. Now, finally something that's going to be able to kind of do some damage there. And they're going to try and sneak it. Chosen Sword around the flank, but switching out again. Not 100% sure why. Maybe just trying to lessen the damage of the Oathsworn. Sword followers, 65 men left, 35 kills only. That's not fun to watch. Egypt is actually pushing pretty hard now. He's got his thorax swords coming into this into this gap here. 2 Samurai warriors are stopping him, and then you got a mercenary Scutari coming up and some Iberian swords nearby. On this side, we've got a mercenary Samurai warrior going up against a Galatian royal guard, but they are being backed up by some sword followers. The sword followers throwing their jabbies. So far, they've got about 16 kills. Looks like mostly on thorax. The Galatian Royal Guard, 39 kills, has lost 1 man. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. Might need to get something a little better over there, Carthage. Do you have like a noble fighter? Scutari. Noble fighter's all the way back at the back for Carthage. You can see Arverni, so the defenders, what they did is they fell back to this, therefore giving the attackers this area, but continuing to allow them to hold these places here. On this side, the Chosen Sword, 176 kills, Thorax Sword, 248. Still got the Royal Peltis from Seleucid back here, an Oathsworn General, and then 2 standard Oathsworn. And then Seleucid's got 2 Silver Shield Pikes. Those 2 things are going to be a pain. All right, so it basically is coming down to a push from here, and that if they can, they want to get through here. Now, the next thing that Egypt is going into is a Noble Hoplite. It's down 8 men with 11 kills. Is this Galatian Royal Guard just eating through everything? 87 kills so far. He's starting to lose men on it, though. I don't think these Thorax swords are having a very fun day. They're just getting swarmed by Carthaginians. They're everywhere. Now these Noble Hoplites, they're going to hold for a long time. Especially given that the attackers really don't have a position to shoot them. Now, if the attackers can get through here and make it around this side, it will allow them to get back shots on the back of that unit. But it also means that they are usually going to be really close to the front line.
Forward! See all?
Celtic Slingers, I think we're trying to get some shots, but they just got shot a lot by lots and lots of bows. Thorax actually doing relatively well here, 126 kills so far. They also have one of their 2 Galatian Royal Guard in the back getting ready to go in. Galatian Royal Guard over here, 106 kills, down to 94. So losses are being put onto that Galatian Royal Guard, which is going to be very, very, very good for the defenders. The bounce power, honestly, I think has shifted a tiny bit into the attackers' favor. They need to get rid of some of these high tiers. There's a lot of high tier stuff. The big silver shields, the Royal Peltis, the Galatian Royal Guard, the Oathsworn. There's a lot of really big hitters. Once this Arverni unit's done, they're going to be able to loop around. The Syrian archers are wide open. Come on, RDI, please. No, RDI, don't let him do it. Oathsworn going to come stop him. Lame. He's going to surround the Chosen Sword, get rid of it. Not a terrible idea, but I don't know. Probably could have stonewalled the Oathsworn, continuing to keep a path open. Just my thought. Ooh, really good shots here. Look at the Syrians ripping up the Iberian sword here. So Mercenary Scutari is going to have to come over and take the brunt of the Galatian Royal Guard. 144 on the other Galatian Royal Guard. RDI is actually pulling back his Noble Hoplite from that position. That tells me they are just giving up this spot here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a shift of the army. I wonder if they're going to try and hold something like that. I don't think they can, though, because the archer fire from Seleucid would shoot them right in the back. They're having some issues over here. I think they're about to. I think their best bet right now is consolidate. I think they need to fall back to probably here and here. Oh no! Get the Illyrian Noble Hoplite out of there. 124 men left. He definitely has room. Got the Carthaginian Cav doing some work, getting around, hitting the backs of things. Not sure why the order to go over here. Maybe he's trying to, I don't know what he's doing. He keeps giving command orders to come this direction. I'm not 100% why, because they need to shore up their defense here. He's gonna throw a double hoplite line into this. Oh, I see. So he's got one hoplite facing this way, one hoplite facing this way. The downside to that, it means that the Syrians are probably still going to get some pretty good kills. It's kind of like two units. They're facing back to back. Galatian Royal Guard just said, you know what, screw it. I really not sure what their plan is here. Well, I mean, I guess they're just giving up that whole spot. They're just falling back right like that. Glacier Royal Guard's getting some really good kills. The defenders definitely have quite a bit left, though, so it's not like this is a done deal. It ain't over till it's over. Gorlami. Anybody know what that's from? Come on.
Margarete. Oh, please, say it one more time. Margarete.
Why, RDI, what are you doing? Got another Noble Hoplite moving forward. Like, you trying to snipe the Cretan archers or something? Like, kind of leaving a unit way out here high and dry. triple silver chevron Illyrian Noble Hoplite. That's just ridiculous. Get the hell out of here.
What do we say?
I mean, I don't know if they just like wanted to come forward and just eliminate some units real quick, or because this thorax is gonna break. Now the two noble hoplites over here, one is doing relatively well, the other one is not. It was getting shot in the back for a little while, and then the Glacial Guard is just a nasty unit. Nasty, nasty. Celtic Slinger shooting over there as well. Glacial Guard's 227 kills. He also still has 2 Royal Peltis. They also have 2 Silver Shields somewhere, 2 Silver Shield pikes. They also have 2 Royal Peltis. They also have 1, 2, 3, 4 Oathsworn. I don't know how this is gonna go, guys. I think Galatia doesn't want to go into this because doesn't want to turn his back to the Celtic Slingers. But Arverni may be handling that already. Got the Gallic Hunters over here.
Run, Gushu! Get running!
I'm really surprised that they have not sent something over here to assist in finishing off this Illyrian Noble Hoplite. They can probably do it now with the Glacial Guard because the Slingers and stuff are kind of doing other things. Now my big question is, I wonder, are they actually going to put any effort to pushing these sides over here? I guess they don't really need to push this because they already have that. I thought that, I don't really know what's going on. I feel like we're wasting a little bit of time here, the attackers are. I don't know if it's just that they're waiting to get rid of this so they can fully move forward. But to be honest with you, at this point, like, they could probably make some good progress coming over here. The defenders don't have any archers up top, so, you know, if they did, I would kind of understand, but right now I don't really understand why they aren't pushing other flanks. I don't really understand why they haven't sent something to deal with this or to shut these up. Not those, but you know what I mean, the slings. The things that throw rocks at you. I think it's interesting that they will send a unit to attack this, but they won't send a unit to attack that. But, you know, I'm not in the game, so that's whatever they want to do, you know what I mean? It's going to be tough, man. 2 pikes to go through. A lot of hoplites. A lot of pretty good hoplites, too. Illyrian Noble Hoplites are good shit.
Get running!
Syrians, I think, are doing as much as they can to shut up the Slingers back here. And if they can, then I think we'll see the attackers finally push. Illyrian Noble Hoplite over here, he is breaking 201 kills. It is broken and gone. She gone! Once again, I guess they're just not going to push that. I assume we'll probably see the attackers come this way. All right, now we got Javies coming in against the sword or the Oathsworn. It's an Oathsworn right off the bat. Now backing up the Oathsworn is another Oathsworn. You got 2 Illyrian noble hoplites on the back here with 1 pikeman. Where did... Okay, so there's 1 noble fighter. The other noble fighter coming around the flank. Oathsworn and African pikes. And this is gonna be a tough one for the attackers. It's a a couple of grindy factions. Ooh, countercharge here. The Oathsworn are going in. I think they're going to come in and attack throw spears. Got the Illyrian noble hoplites attacking the, I think, thorax sword / Galatian royal guard. Get over this way. A depleted Oathsworn getting Oh, never mind. No, go into it. Come on. Got 83 men versus a full unit of noble fighters. Why not just charge into that? Man, they could have spanked that. What are you doing? Now the Oathsworn going right around. Come on, guys. Leaving these massive gaping holes in your line. By the way, guys, look at this Oathsworn. Triple chevron. 405 kills. He's probably going to get some more, but the Illyrian noble hoplites should do relatively well holding him back. The Oathsworn over here are doing some damage. Look at that, 126 men left. What was it, 110 kills? But we might be getting some Royal Peltas coming in to counter that.
Kill! No!
A lot of Javies coming in. The Royal Peltas really, look at this angle they also have. Got a really nice side angle into the Illyrian noble hoplites here. Oh man, that's painful to watch. So Bowie is probably going to need to turn one of those Oathsworn over there. And they're pulling back. Might be because the Gallic Hunters maybe, or the Syrians. Yeah, over on the side here, you got the noble fighters and the African pikes are pulling back. Kind of interesting to see how the attackers are going to go about this. They are gaining more and more of the bounce power, but man, this is a tough one, man. Another Galatian Royal Guard going in. This one's, what, 41 men. Pretty depleted. But then the Royal Peltas of Seleucid is also there. I don't really know why the Oathsworn are just kind of sitting around. The Oathsworn really need to be getting into combat here, especially like why are we not exploiting the massive truck-wide gaps? Because they can get in and surround these units, and then just use their Javies to eliminate the pikes. Or, you know, I don't know. Once again, go right around the pikes. Come on, they're wide open. They got one Oathsworn out of there. The pike is getting shot to hell, 128 men. Once again, Royal Peltas getting around the side of the pike, but being countercharged by the Oathsworn from Bowie.
Back, warriors, back!
Pikes don't even have their pikes out. Noble fighters are going into combat now. They have been activated. This Galatian Royal Guard is getting so many kills. Look at the kills rack up on the noble fighters already. I guess 38 charge bonus is, you know, helpful. Oh no, the other noble fighter getting shot to hell. What are they? 83 men left? Jeez, dude. 60 kills. Now, if only the defenders had a cavalry, once they eliminate this, they might be able to get over into some of the archers. Ptolemaic Cav is nearby. I think the defenders are way out of position here. The victory point is back here. Pikes, only 54 men left. Noble fighters, 143. They are just racking up kills. You see all the abilities being popped. The Royal Pelt is getting a second win. Royal Pelt is 417 kills. Thorax, or no, Silver Shield Pikemen coming into combat now.
His head is mine!
Now you got a headhunt from Oathsworn, 181 kills. Archers look like they still have ammunition. And I don't know, because like the unit that was over here broke. African pikes, the only thing holding this. Pikes don't even have their pikes out. Now they go to pike formation. They're a little late on that. Going up against Royal Peltis and an archer unit. Noble fighters still fighting hard, as are the Oathsworn, but the Oathsworn are now faced against an enemy that they cannot defeat by themselves. Pikes. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Arverni's heavy horse coming around. Nice charge into the unprepared African pikes. Oh, but the javelin volley right into the heavy horse, or noble horse. Noble horse just shattered immediately. Where's the Lucas general? There he is, 180 kills on him. And here we go. Now we got the units coming in and surrounding the defense. Royal Peltis got around. Pikes are a little janky right now. They're a little out of position, but now I think that he was trying to use the gap to the left of the unit to move around, but I think he kind of just selected all of his Oathsworn and did that. And I think that's why you kind of saw this weird thing where they kind of like pushed through the pike. Silver Shield, or never mind, just scratch what I said. Now the Oathsworn are going into combat now. On the back, a heavy push by elite units. Two Royal Peltis coming back here, taking on the Oathsworn General for Bowie Eye. If they can get through that, then they can really expose the flank of the defenders, specifically Bowie Eye and RDI here. Carthage is, I believe, out of the game pretty much completely. Royal Peltis got a double team in this Oathsworn, but this Oathsworn 120 kills, or 120 men left, 75 kills. The Royal Peltis getting some cycle charging in. Keep it a little fresher, and it allows you to use your charge bonus. Now the question here is, do they have enough ammunition for the pikes? The defenders specifically. I don't think they do. And I think that's going to make for a rough day for the defenders. Yeah, I think this is going to be the backbreaker. The 2 pikes here from Seleucid, the defenders just don't have an answer for it. So they're just going to have to continue to kind of give but don't break type mentality, where they just kind of continue to fall back from the pikes themselves so they don't die to them. See how they're staying right off the pikes here? Arrows coming in though, man. Syrians still shooting. Over here, I honestly is getting a little iffy for the attackers. The Royal Peltis here, I don't think they're doing too great at the moment. Especially now that a fresh Oathsworn is here. Well, not fresh, but a healthy one. It's exhausted, not fresh. There we go. So Arverni is matching them, bringing his own Oathsworn over. Look at this. As the pikes have drawn forward, the Oathsworn actually catching the flank of the Silver Shield pikemen. But it looks like Seleucid, unfortunately for Boii, Seleucid caught it pretty much immediately. Therefore, they did not get really any kills on that. They just got to get through these guys. They got to keep these pikes kind of pushing, but keep the flanks secure. Syrians getting up on the wall. They're going to try and surround the Oathsworn, maybe try and get them to break or something. I'm not sure those Syrians are going to be enough to do it, though. They might need to continue keeping the push on the pikes, though. They just need to be careful to keep this stuff locked down so that their pikes can't be attacked from the flank. Archers coming in on the Boii Oathsworn General. Trying to get it to run away, maybe. Stop it from using its abilities. The pike over here is much farther than the pike here. This pike needs to push up and force this line back. Oathsworn losing men. I don't know, man. They need to pretty much immediately push into the next unit. So the Royal Peltis, actually were able to get behind enemy lines and are actually duking it out with the Oathsworn General for Boii. I'm not 100% sure how that happened. And now it's an Oathsworn v Oathsworn, but the Arverni Oathsworn is a healthier Oathsworn. Got a, what was that, War Cry, I think it was? Yeah, no, Intimidate. So it takes away an ability, all of the ability uses for Arverni. Doesn't allow him to use his abilities, which is super, super handy. Not even gonna lie to you. I've actually been bringing the Warrior General more and more and more lately, and not even 100% because oh, I really like this, I want to keep doing it. Mostly because I use it for my Swaby armies, and I forget to change it back to Strategist all the time. Pikes need to keep going. Pikes need to push with them.
His head is mine!
Yeah, Bowie Eye's general's pretty much kaput. So at that point, I think you think about moving around. Pike's 44 kills. Is the other one alive? 113 on that one. That's pretty good for a Pike. Then got Oathsworn charging down the hill into a Illyrian Thorough Spear, sorry. Slingers up here still have ammo. Cheeky, cheeky. I think you can see the attackers probably thinking about, once again, getting around the side. Hellenic Cataphracts coming around. Use Trample, but they don't really need Trample right now. Maybe you used it because I think Trample gives you a speed boost.
Adjo? Fire!
Oathsworn. There. Javies right in their backs. Poor Celtic Slinger just got smacked by really, really heavy horsemen. 228 kills. And here they go. Right into the back. Come on. Charge them. Charge them! Charge them! Wow. So I think the attackers pulled it off just in time. Like, there was like 5 seconds left on the clock there. All right, Paz Gwyn has RDI with 2,262 kills. His Illyrian Noble's doing really, really well. Grey Wolf has Bowie Eye with 1971. One Oathsworn doing really good. 2, 3, 4-ish. 2 of them not doing that great. Then finally, Mexi with Carthage, 1,639 kills. Honestly, I think he just got shot to hell, you know. Libyan Infantry, 219. And for the attackers, we've got Seleucid, rookie guy with 2,720 kills. Archer's doing very well. His Cataphract's doing really well. 461 and 213 on the Royal Peltis. 248 on a Thorax. Foxus Bat as Arverni with 2,580 kills. Most of his Oathsworn doing really, really good. 447. His general only 47 kills, but look how healthy he was. You know. 249 on a Chosen Sword. And finally, Egypt Bloodlust, 2,333 kills. His Glacial Real Guard really carrying the day for him. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're new, don't forget to go hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you guys back. And don't forget to join the Discord. You know, our Discord's, we're 500-something people on it now. And by the way, we're at 2,830 subs. We are so close to 3,000, guys. It's so close. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.